Some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. From the 31, Cousins.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Get that ball. First. Gun. Let's get it together, defense.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
First down, Vikings.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass. Switch.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Cousins gives way to Cook. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go play action. Cousins rolling to his left. He'll take a shot for the ends, and it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Certainly not how they envisioned. Ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long after.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Single receiver. Two. 59. Watch the pass. Here we go. Check. Mark. Hey, box drop. Gun. Too little, Mark 59.
On third down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
It's our time. Under 10.
To throw on second and 6, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Check out 3.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Trubisky will throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This is Cohen, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Bears push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
65, Ringo 48. Hey, Alpha. Check.
Now Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
What you got, Heavy? 6'6", pull it high. Here we go. Watch twist. Ran, touch.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player,
He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
but we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Caught on the right side by Treadwell. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again on second down. Cousins, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Third and long for Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm trying to run out.
Final play of the half. Cousins over the middle. He's got Treadwell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage.
Joker. Bang, 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 bang.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. 3rd down here.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Shoot. X3, 218, chopper.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Finding some room at midfield. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Cohen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with That in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
He was covered by Trey Williams.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
18. To the mic, boy. 42. 42's the mic. Let's go, D.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Alert.
Play action. Now Trubisky. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen taking it in as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now a toss coming right side. Cohen. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
14.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Quaker Omaha. Rip right. 59's Mike. Two. 59.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, That's why he was able to bat it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You draw corker. Check nickel. Lean up, 48.
Cousins to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
18. Recon, 132 press.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, it's Cohen. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 56 yards, as the Bears push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and think, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Shit.
They start the drive with Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw it is Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. On first and 10, Cousins. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Check three. Chance.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Listen to me. Wide. Gun.
Looking out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side. And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on deep?
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Bears 35, Vikings 14.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic.
Again, it's Cohen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
I'm trying to collect. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Come on. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Gates, left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, receiver.
Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Pilot, 64, weak. 18. Ran, tuck.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They run. This is Cohen. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 11.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.